Valorant agents, select cards in Legends of Runeterra, and Little Legends in Teamfight Tactics. And that's just the start. Thank you for coming on this journey with us, and welcome to Riot Games.
Should we show them how we do it every day? Kali that girl, Kali gon' girl, Kali gon' stop, Kali gon' skirt, Kali got a job, Kali got a word. 뜨거워 언제나 don't get burned. 넘쳐 흘러물 든 a buffet, 죽여치잖아 like a buffet. 누가 감히 on my outfit, 그 문 열지 마 that's a rock day. 당겨봐 your mark 'cause I'm greater than. 필요없는 시간을 다 올리네. For all of my numbers are talking babe. 부르마법 message monopoly. 눈종이 돈이나 물건이 필요 없대. 너네들이만 내 맘을 꺼게리 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 꺼미션 눈을 못대 멋져 그래 너도 그래 그 색깔이 different. All I'll ever know is life upon the throne. 시작하면 끝을 보는 거야. You want more? No, I got it so deep.
Hello? I can't hear your chat. Edie, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you.
Well, that would be the reason. Sorry, everybody. I figured I was... Oops. That's what happens when you stream games. Then you forget to change your settings back. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, everyone, hey, Nick and I just decided on the whim. We literally woke up and we're like, we're going to go watch this. So, we were both late sleepers, especially today. So yeah, we're watching the stream, the Xbox party, or Xbox Summer Games Fest that they're doing. So Xbox Showcase, that's what it's called. It hasn't had much announcements except for, I mean, they just got into the meat of the show. As we came on 10 minutes later, they were just past the fluff. Now,
I've seen some stuff. They showed a trailer for Redfall, which actually looked better than I thought it would.
Really?
Initially.
I missed that.
They showed a trailer for Hollow Knight Silksong, but they didn't give a release date for that.
Well, they're
And
probably
then-
going to talk about that later. What is this?
Oh, this is a
Remember,
Plague Tale.
no more killing soldiers. No more killing us.
A Plague Tale was really, really good.
Yeah.
Look out!
Yeah,
There's a killer
if that's
around
on
here.
Game Pass, I'd
One of our
recommend
men
it.
has been murdered.
It's just a really cool adventure game.
I'm totally into this already. That's Yarrow. She's going through.
You're only making it worse.
I'm learning plants.
Amicia, don't.
Becoming a
I'm
boss.
tired of being afraid. I'll show them that it's over.
No. Becoming a gardener.
They're nothing to be scared of.
Oh yeah, that was the one where you had to get through, like throw down the flames in order to keep the plagues away.
Yeah, like there's a flood of rats everywhere.
Right.
Like evil, supernatural, like so many rats they move like water.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, they
I
also
will
showed
watch
off
that.
a trailer for a Rick and Morty-esque shooter.
Those are three words that need to go together.
Huh? It's got you had guns and there's little faces on the guns that talk to you.
Oh, nice.
I had forgotten that since this is Xbox, everything is likely going to be on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's nice to see all this stuff and go, I don't have to pay a dime.
Right, I
extra
can
for
play
any of
this. I don't have to make a decision to play this, which is more important.
I mean, I still have to make a decision because my time is limited, and
Right, but
I'm still.
it's not a monetary. You've already made the monetary decision that this
Yeah.
is possible. It just opens up stuff.
I mean,
I wonder how
often-
Forza is going to do this year, given that Gran Turismo did
Yeah,
so poorly. That this is Xbox's
as
moment
long
to
as they
really
don't-
take over that whole
as long as they
space.
don't fuck it up with microtransactions.
Yeah, pretty much. Or if they can adding microtransactions is one thing, but what Gran Turismo did was not. By the way, they walked back all of their improvements again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they walked. They fucked it up.
Forza Motorsport
They
is
sort of
back.
fixed it, and then they
I'm
walked
Dan
back
Greenwald,
to sort of
GM
fix this.
Motorsport. And I'm joined by Chris Sasaki, creative director at Turn 10.
Yeah, that's why they're putting so much
Forza
effort into
is
this.
known
Well, they
for
always
its
do into
photoreal
the
beauty
racing games,
and
but
state-of-the-art immersion. Built from the
I wonder
ground
if they're
up
gonna
to
mention
showcase the Xbox
microtransactions.
Series X and S
they'd be smart if
consoles,
they would.
including techniques like
No, they're not gonna
real-time ray
mention any of
tracing
that stuff.
on track.
Well,
Not
they
yet.
might.
This
They might
is the
mention
most
that
technically advanced racing game
they might
ever
take a
made.
shot at Sony
Today,
over this.
We're excited to show you the all-new Forza Motorsport. Welcome to Maple Valley.
Xbox is
track
kind
has
of,
been
I don't
a
want to say
fan
known for taking the
favorite
high
since
road,
the
but not
original
taking the pot
Motorsport
shots when it
launched back in
can.
2005.
Sony's the one that takes the pot shots.
For the
I mean,
first
the
time
only
in Forza
hot
Motorsport,
shot they took
fully
was that
dynamic
used
time of
games
day
video,
brings
and
Maple
that was
Valley
also
to
like
life in stunning detail.
a unique.
What you are seeing
situation.
is an
Although
in-engine
it's
gameplay
ironic that
demo
everything is trending in that
presented
direction
using a
anyways.
single
Game
camera
Pass is
with no
that.
cuts. Let's jump
Yeah.
in with the M8.
Game Pass isn't always online. Okay, this is just Forza, so I can half watch it and
Yep.
catch up with you while they show it.
Yeah,
Because
it's all gonna be so I can turn down the volume.
yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm waiting for them to take it.
This includes
I've
a
never
48
watched a
times improvement
Forza,
in the fidelity of our physics simulation.
Trailer as much as I've watched this one simply because
Let's advance
of
time of day
the
here
carpet
and look at the
bombing
world
of
details.
GT.
I feel like for now they just, since this is the first time they showed it, I think
Everything you see is new.
they just
and
want
has been
to
captured
show and
with
go, hey, look how
photogrammetry
pretty it
and
is.
3D
Look how
materials.
nice
That's
it
what
is.
they always do, but that's
Advanced
the
rendering
nature
and
of
procedural
these
generation
racing, the
techniques
annual racing
bring a new
game,
level of
you know,
realism.
Yeah, but
announcement.
they're going to keep doing it. 'cause
Look
it's
how
not like-
gorgeous it is. But that's why if that's all they were gonna do, if that's the possibility of all they were gonna do, I would be muting this right now.
It's not like
Here
they're going
you
to
can
say
see
there are no
the beautiful
microtransactions
fall
because there's simply
colors of
going
Maple
to be
Valley.
They're going to
microtransactions
say,
in
The
the
grass,
game.
rocks, 3D vegetation.
Look at the rocks.
Skies
Look at
and
the grass.
clouds.
Yeah, this
They
is
There's
all
such.
3D
demonstrate a
vegetation.
generational leap in beauty
3D.
and detail.
These aren't your 2D sprites anymore.
Let's
These aren't your grandfather's trees.
You are looking at our all
I mean, the trees do look very pretty. Don't get me wrong.
This is a fundamental system to the new Forza Motorsport, and like weather, is available on every track. These new simulation details
They've been doing
add
this for
further
years.
depth, drama,
Yeah.
and dynamics. to
You
the
know,
racing
in GT, I look at things like that, and I think to myself, you know, I think the Sims live
In
just
addition
over
to
the
our
hill.
dynamic time of day, Forward Plus lighting and physically based lights come together to deepen the realism and immersion in the world.
This is just a sim
In
game
that
too.
time of
How was
day,
New York?
it also change ambient temperatures.
Oh,
which
I've got
affect
some
track
stories to
surface
tell.
Okay.
Grip
Good,
is also
good
affected
overall.
by these track temp
Biggest
changes
news is
Yeah.
that
in, and of
Rachel
course,
found a
weather.
special souvenir the
Let's
last
head to
day.
the pits.
COVID.
We've added features that players have been asking for.
No, I got exposed
Fuel
yesterday,
mix,
so I've been
multiple
exposed now
compounds,
twice in the last 2 weeks.
and new
Yeah, I was
dedicated
gonna say,
car building
was that the
create
text
the
that you sent me like a
ultimate
couple
racing
days
playset.
ago?
Yeah,
Advanced materials and shaders. paired with ray
when
tracing,
over
bring
Memorial
out
Day,
incredible detail in the
Kevin's
gold heat wrap, anodized aluminum,
getting into
and carbon
my
fiber.
romantic history. But I
Engine
think you know
bays
this.
with their complex
I met
self-reflection
my
is
husband,
a place where
my
ray
late
tracing
husband, Kevin,
really shines.
because I was dating his best friend, Kevin. who I now call Kevin 1.0. Kevin 1.0 happened to be in town. He lives in Idaho now. He happened to be in town. We had lunch, and I was saying that I was trying to sort out Kevin's room and all of his boxes full of crap that I don't know what anything's worth and what it does. And Kevin 1.0 said, I'm coming over. I'm coming over tomorrow on Saturday, and we will go through it together. So we did. And we spent all day there. And then when 4 days later, after he'd gone home, I found out his whole family tested positive. His brother's family, who he visited while he was here, all tested positive. He didn't test positive. I didn't test positive. So it looks like I spent 7.5 hours in a small room with him, working in very close quarters. So, yeah, I mean, that was my first potential exposure. The one yesterday was a definite exposure. My neighbor definitely has COVID and knew that he had COVID, but we had an issue with a dog running down the street, and he was like, hey, can you give me a hand with this? And I, without thinking, just bent over and was face to face with this runaway dog, putting a leash on the dog, and then I realized as I bent over, Sean's COVID positive. And sick, like actively sick.
Would the dog transfer it?
No, but I was within.
Oh, you were right in his face.
Right.
Did you grab a mask before you ran out?
No, I was not thinking. So, I realized like halfway through it that I was like, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe. So I just held my breath, but still, I was within 10 inches of someone's face who is actively COVID positive. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
Now, have you got COVID?
No. I went and took a test yesterday. Not a rapid test, but one of the actual
PCRs.
Yeah. Yesterday, got the results back, and nope, I'm negative.
Okay, good. So are you back at your old house, or are you still living together?
We're still together. She's been quarantining in the bedroom.
Okay.
No, and like, what's crazy is we were exposed to all the same things. Like, we went to all the same places. I sat next to her on the plane for 6 hours on the way back.
Was she sick at the time? Was she symptomatic?
She felt like a little tingle in her throat on the last day.
So, did you test positive with enough time to be able to go get the Molnupiravir or the Paxlovid?
I don't think we didn't get any of those.
Okay.
Like, she's okay. It's just like been 3 days. She like sore throat, fever, but after a couple days, she's like, "Hey, I feel a lot better. I'm still positive, but feels a lot better." We expect that she probably got it from the comedy club we went to.
Oh, possibly.
We went to the Comedy Cellar.
Whoa. Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Oh, are they putting a Starfall? Oh no, they're putting the
Halo.
The Halo thing in.
Okay, I'm in. I am in. I'm totally into Flight Simulator. What a genius fucking idea.
Okay, wait. Are they going to have a fully modeled cockpit?
Yes, it looks like it. Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, I am downloading Flight Simulator, even though I cannot fly Flight Simulator.
Blizzard Entertainment? Okay, I can bounce for a second and go give tea.
Why would you?
She's like, she's not the cat.
Okay. So, is anybody in here? Hey, we got people in the chat room. Hey, Bitters. How you doing, baby? Shameless. What's shameless? Us? Shamelessly promoting ourselves?
Even the best journeys end.
So yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what time did you get in? Oh, so you just showed up, so you may not have heard. Rachel, Rachel, Nick's girlfriend, is COVID positive, came back with COVID from New York. I got a definite exposure yesterday, so we will see if I'm COVID positive in a couple of days, I guess.
Nice work, team.
And there were some trailers early on in the show. Redfall, I didn't see them, unfortunately. I was out walking the dogs. Because I know we did not announce that we were doing this, but it was one of those things where I rolled over and it's like, oh yeah, that's this morning at 10 o'clock. I rolled over at like 9:27 in bed. I was checking the news, and I said, Nick, you want to just watch this together? And he's like, okay. I'm like, you want to stream it? Okay. Well, let me get up and walk the dog. So it took me a couple of minutes to get here after the live stream had started. Overwatch 2. Okay.
No wastelander has ever made it to the reckoning before. But here I am. A free-for-all with zero rules. And the survivor gets the throne.
This feels very Borderlands-y.
King Howell has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
On the battlefield.
Not until today.
The reckoning begins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you really think this would be a fair fight?
Not an Overwatch player, but I'm sure Overwatch players are going to be extremely excited on October 4th. Bitter says, putting Halo in vehicles and Flight Simulator is beneficial shamelessness. Yes, but I am all about that. That was the move that would bring people that don't play Flight Simulator into Flight Simulator.
Some well known, some lost to time.
Oh, it's What's Her Bucket.
But what about the
from
history that could have
that
been
show?
If you were its
I love her
architect?
voice.
How would you reshape the world? What new stories would you tell? And when your people speak, would you listen? How would you lead them in this?
Anybody
new
have any
world?
guess what it is? Civilization? It might be Civ. I don't think that's
History
a
is
Microsoft
filled with moments of greatness,
game.
but these will be yours.
Okay. Oh. Okay. That sounds interesting. Don't know what it is, but it's typical of many of these trailers is they give you a trailer and don't actually tell you what kind
It's
of
good to
game it
be
is.
here, celebrating what's going to be
All right.
our biggest year yet. That includes a few of the projects being developed across Bethesda's 8 studios.
Disregard
starting with
pride,
Redfall,
obtain currency.
And the world's
Is there a
first look at
problem with
gameplay earlier in the show.
Are you saying
Redfall is from
that
the
you
studio
have a
that brought us
problem with
Dishonored
Halo
and
vehicles
Prey.
being in
It's got
Flight
so
Simulator?
much of Arcane's DNA
It is
coursing
the
through
first
its
time
veins.
that
Compelling heroes,
they have
open
that
world
Flight
campaign,
Simulator has
deep
broken away from
customization.
ultra realism.
Solo or with
but
friends,
still,
we can't
in
wait
an
for you to
awesome
play
way. If you're going
Redfall
to do
when
it,
it
do
releases
it right.
early
Do it
next year.
large.
If you're looking for something to sink your teeth into right now, we've got the Elder Scrolls Online, where you can adventure alongside
Yes.
one of the biggest
Yeah,
and most
Yeah.
welcoming communities in gaming.
Oh, that's
This year's
she's
ZeniMax
got
Online
such a
Studios
great
is taking
voice.
you somewhere
She
that has never
along
been
with Matt
explored in any
Mikkelsen,
Elder
just
Scrolls.
have that really good
The Elder
like
Scrolls
narrator
Online High
voice.
Isle
Yeah.
comes to Xbox
Yeah.
next week.
well, she's got that Her voice obviously
For
fucked up,
generations,
but it's with the
Bretton
accent. It
elite
just sounds
have lived in
perfect.
safety and comfort.
A good politician voice.
Yes. Well,
But
of
now,
course they knew. So in
The embers of
yeah,
dissent
Expanse.
glow
Expanse,
beneath
thank
the
They knew
you.
what
cloud
they knew what they were doing.
circumstance. And
Okay,
whispers
good. I'm
of a
glad you think it's
sinister
great, 'cause it is great.
plot stoke the
All right.
flames
So
of
Elder
war.
Scrolls Online.
I can't transfer.
Oh no, it's not Elder Scrolls Online. It's the new Elder Scrolls.
No, this is online.
Oh,
This
is it?
Elder Scrolls Online. They announced that previously.
Sits the ascendant
Meaning
Lord.
that game isn't going to come out until 2030.
Because we have bets. We have bets.
We do. And I had the latest date. I think mine is too early now.
Protected.
Me
So,
too.
Can I transfer? Because I play this on PlayStation with you and other people.
No,
I
you cannot.
transfer That? No, well that's lame. Although
Fallout
actually, I
turns
guess
25 this year.
I spent most
As
of the
we
time in
celebrate the
Morrowind.
legacy of this storied franchise,
just start
Bethesda
playing
Game
that
Studios
again
takes
and
Fallout
go-
76
I
players
mean, I played
out
it
of
on
Appalachia for the
Xbox
first
360.
time
Then I
and
went
returns
to
a beloved
a
location.
PlayStation. Now I can
Expeditions
go
the
to
Pit
Xbox
is coming
360
this
again
September.
and bring back my old character.
That's why you can import characters across consoles.
No. Oh, across Xbox consoles. So my 360 character, I think I can bring up, but I can't bring my PlayStation character over.
Come join us at the pit.
Your arrival's the first good news we've had in a while. It might not look like much. This place is our home, and together we can take it back.
This is
From
looking
these
like a
rad
Fallout
worshiping
game.
Fanatics.
Yeah, this is Fallout 76.
Oh.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, let's go.
Downtown.
So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're down. Wait a minute more.
Did you read the, I think it's a Polygon article, maybe it's Kotaku article, about the building of what went wrong with Bethesda and how Fallout 76 broke people? Oh. Todd Howard does not come off very nice.
Oh.
Coined a phrase, they called it seagulling, where he would come in, fly by, he'd just come in and say something and then leave. And it's like, and they called it seagulling. Did he
Bethesda
fly
Game
by
Studios has
and
been
shit all
busy,
over everything and leave?
Not just with Fallout 76. After defining the role-playing genre with hits like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4, they're going even bigger with Starfield.
All right.
Later in the show, my good friend Todd Howard will be here to reveal more of their next epic
Why
RPG.
don't you just do that now?
Because they know, they want you to watch the whole thing. They know they're not putting anything under, below the fold. Another Forza game.
I mean, at least this is the good Forza game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it
I'm
was
gonna
on
need
Kotaku.
another coffee.
Oh man, this article starts. The first sentence: no one wanted to be on that project because it ate.
Hold on a
It
second. Let me put the thing. You said what?
No one wanted to be on that project because it ate people. It destroyed people. One former developer on Fallout 76 told Kotaku. The amount of people who would go to that project and then would quit Bethesda was quite high.
Mm-hmm. The article really goes into what a shit show Fallout 76 was. And just destroyed people, made people leave, walk away. It was just an all-out mess. And everybody working on it knew that it was going to be a mess when it came out because Todd Howard kept on saying, take the NPCs out.
Which is like
And
always the case.
something else, all the bugs, the game-breaking bugs, were known by the QA team, but because they would not move the date.
That's always the case with this, is the people working on it know this is going to be a disaster, but the higher-ups are like, nope,
Nope.
Heroes
We're
You got a
releasing.
ship.
Nope. We got a ship.
to give us a chance to start over.
Okay.
All that I
is
know from
this
their Earth are the creatures
Fable
they send
or is this
along
a
with us.
Val?
It ain't Fable.
And here on Arat, every day is a fight to survive.
Okay, I think it's neither.
No. It's
Oh, is this a Horizon Zero
Horizon
Dawn?
Zero Dawn. Yep.
No, but that's a PlayStation exclusive.
Anyone can tame this new world. We can.
You know what? That's what they need to do for Horizon 3. Bring in real dinosaurs.
Is
Fight
that
the
Vin
robot
Diesel?
dinosaurs. Oh, this is Ark.
Yeah. Sorry. Dark 2. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Really, the game is you going around hitting rocks.
Exactly. You have to put so many hours into being able
Vin
to
Diesel
ride a
riding-
dinosaur.
Vin Diesel gets to ride a dinosaur. I'm just over there.
Doink, 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 doink. And running away from
Coyotes.
coyote alligators. It's Death Stranding.
Man, things got real bad for Norman Reedus after Walking Dead ended. He fell on some hard times.
Yeah, I did.
I remember this game.
Oh, this is fucking made of nightmares.
This is one they showed off a long, long time ago.
Bitter says nobody wants to miss God Howard's speech. And he says, I love Fallout music. That is the one thing. Oh, Scorn. All right, new title. That is the one thing about Fallout. It always had that was great, was the music.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a Fallout playlist
When the gods first emerged from
that
the
I've been
great
collecting
below,
for years
we saw them as
on
saviors.
Spotify.
Again?
Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world. No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find out.
You know what? I'm going to say it. A lot of these games look a lot. This looks real similar. Games are getting very homogenous.
I was just gonna say, wasn't there like a third-person action game that was on when we first started? It looked really interesting. It wasn't a Plague Tale. It was something else. It's like the moment we started and first started
It was
streaming this
that
down.
was Overwatch too.
No, there was something else. I distinctly remember seeing a third-person guy like walking around.
Not quite sure. I should have been writing them. Normally I write down all the titles in order so I can talk about them, but this year I didn't do it. Yeah, I normally have my flintlock.
That could be interesting.
Early 2023, which means middle 2023.
Can you pet the creature?
Yeah.
If not,
If you
goes
can't
in
pet it,
trash.
it's
Whole
then,
game.
then don't put the creature in.
Mhm.
Okay. World premiere. I did not intentionally wear Xbox purple today. Or Twitch purple.
Mojang?
It's got to be a Minecraft. Yeah. Oh, wait. Minecraft music. He said that
Legends
looked like
hold
Warframe,
great
but with
power.
scaled down trip factors.
They are the dreams we weave.
into our shared story. Some legends tell of peace and the beauty of simplicity.
Minecraft Legends.
Some tell of danger.
I could see Minecraft Legends too.
I think that's what this is.
And the end of all things. But the legends we hold dearest are legends of hope, of creativity, and of bravery.
I find it interesting that Minecraft has become like a fantasy world setting that they just put other games
forever.
Well, at least it doesn't look like all the other first-person and third-person shooters and hack and slashers.
This
I mean, I don't mean that as a
legend of
bad thing.
united
No, I generally think it's interesting that the game has sort of grown in this way. That it's become like a setting that other things
by
are.
you.
Did you ride horses in Minecraft Legends? I didn't.
I don't
know
think
that.
so.
Okay, well, that's a new mechanic.
Wait, I thought there was already a game called Minecraft Legends.
No, apparently not. I didn't hear about it, and you said Minecraft Legends too, and I'm like, oh, is that something that's come out before? I don't follow Minecraft enough to know.
What was the name of that Diablo-esque game that Andrew played?
You've got the world in front of you on that screen. There's this thing called a browser.
Yeah, but I'm watching
first
this
arrived.
video.
You made quite the entrance.
Spaceballs, the movie. The game.
I'd play that. I've got the Schwartz. The Schwartz is with
You
it.
need to make a new life for yourself.
It's no longer an RV.
May the Schwartz be with you.
See, this is what the Ark trailer should have been.
With a little cartoon Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Cartoon Vin Diesel.
Stardew Valley, the next generation. Am I right? I just was making a joke. Could I be right?
I mean, it does look like a farming sim.
And while you explored, you uncovered a mystery. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. Together.
No. Lightyear Frontier.
Okay.
Farming simulator. In space. Okay. I'm in.
Oh, I think the game was Minecraft Dungeons.
This looks a little like 4-player Borderlands-esque with animals. Hey, Corey's in the chat room. It says Farmville for consoles. Pretty much. Well, I'd say more like Stardew Valley than Farmville.
Isn't Stardew Valley Farmville for consoles?
Yeah, that was Farmville for consoles. Gunfire Reborn sound looks interesting. I think it looks interesting for a couple of nights. I don't see that being something that we do a lot of.
Yeah. Load it up, play for a bit.
Hi, Jupiter.
Yeah.
Anyone here?
Fills this residence, Benedict.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I like the look of this.
Since I
Corey says I'm selling my Xbox One tomorrow. To buy a Series X, or just because this is so far not interesting at all?
I can guide you through his memories.
Oh, Day 1 edition. Oh, you don't want to hang on to that? That's like a collector's item.
We're close. Don't let your fright hold you back now. It is good to
This
see
looks rather interesting.
Yeah, kind of a Victorian, Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Pull yourself together, Benedict.
See, that's the kind of thing that like Game Pass is made for.
Right. Right, exactly. Same thing with that gunfire whatever thing.
Yeah.
It's a
Think what you just,
perfect
like-
game for Game Pass that you play it for a
that
few
looks
nights.
interesting.
Bonjour everyone.
Bonjour.
I am excited to be here today to tell you more about Interior Night's first original creation, As Dusk Falls. It started with the desire to create a deep interactive experience all levels of players can enjoy together. Because stories are brilliant, universal
visual
tools
novel
that
game?
help us understand the heartbreaking beauty of life. This game is an uncompromising tale of family, resilience, and sacrifice,
yeah, I've never
written
seen
like
this
a prestige TV show
years ago.
with a unique motion graphic novel style that triggers the imagination. This is an interactive story powered by video games that gives you agency over the lives of far from perfect human beings.
Okay.
This is a thought-provoking experience you can play with people you love, discover insights about each other, and
I know what you,
create
Nick.
shared memories. As Dusk Falls
No,
is
you
an
know what we need to
emotional
play together?
experience that we hope will leave a
The
mark
Quarry.
with
No, The
everyone
Quarry.
who plays it.
That's the the new game by Supermassive, the Until Dawn anthology of horror guys. There's some trailers for it coming out. It looks so goofy and fun.
For most people, Turok is just a pit stop.
Wasn't taking the scenic route your idea?
But for us, it felt like a
Oh,
trap.
that shot.
There's enough cash
you're
in
never
that
finding
safe to
that
put
shot.
the last few weeks behind us.
I'm not gonna bother to look.
On the ground now!
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. We'd been in the wrong place forever.
Sometimes doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing.
I've got eyes on two hostages.
None of us escaped that night.
It's okay.
Even those of us who made it out alive.
Interesting.
Why are you following me?
You've taken very
Look,
different
style.
paths in
Yeah,
life,
I really like the style of it. The motion graphic.
but they all lead back to Turok.
Get rid of the cop. Hey there.
Evening. Hey, Sam.
Say, you haven't seen three fellas in a blue pickup, have you?
Nope. Been here all day.
How you liking the desert dream?
Oh, can't complain.
Can I ask what brings you to Turok?
This seems a bit like, what was the game that we were playing together where we had to you were playing two different characters?
Yeah, the horror games.
Yeah, those horror games. Solo or up to 8 players.
Ooh.
Oh, that could be really fucking interesting, especially if you get to play the bad guys, have some of your team play the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's an interesting development.
Oh, shoot. Did it have a date?
Did it have a date?
I did not.
I can't run it back.
Yeah, I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
that looks real interesting. As Dusk Falls. I will be watching out for that one. This looks like it's going to be grief for hell. 60 players doing this. So PUBG, Japanese style, Japanese anime, so JubG.
Yeah, I guess it would be NetEase's Melee Battlegrounds. NEMB? NEMB?
Okay, so coming out in just a few. This looks like a total ED game.
I'm totally into this too.
Okay, good. I love that it looks like illuminated texts. I'm really into this.
Boy, he says the Kingdom for Kefling's free.
Yeah, could be that. Pentiment. I am into that.
This year.
This year, November. So there's a few games. There's been what? 2 games? 3 games we're really into?
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. Stop by.
Yeah, a little bit like Peach Quest. Oh, this is like my childhood.
More local teenagers have gone missing. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town.
Oh, Bug's Life.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department.
Hello, micro friends. Great news! Virgil knows you might be a little homesick, but that can be repaired. First, you will need to survive the yard.
Was it the yard?
Grounded.
Against
Grounded,
terrifying
whatever.
insects
Not a
Thanks
Bug's
for
Life. Yeah.
and treacherous wastelands. Unfortunately, my memory chip is a little
Yeah,
rusty.
Grounded, thank you.
But with a little maintenance,
It's a Bug's
we
Life, but,
can
you know,
unravel
it's a video game.
why you are here.
Corey says, when's the next Elder Scrolls trailer? Later in the show.
Your tiny
I have a feeling it's probably going to be last. And that's
Yeah,
where they're
but-
going to announce the next Elder Scrolls game.
No, if they're not going to announce the next Elder Scrolls game, Starfall isn't even out
Oh, that's
yet.
true. Starfall. Yeah.
I bet you're right, though, that they end with Starfall.
Yeah. I need more coffee. Be right back. It's all on you, Nick.
Oh, no. I wonder, did this ever like come out of early access? Is that what this is? Because I remember when they first announced it and it was on Game Pass, it was like early access. Okay, so full game available September. So this is like the end of early access announcement. Oh, is this that weird ass?
They search for someone who does not exist. The shadow.
If you love
Forgotten
coffee, you will upgrade to an
child
espresso machine.
of a scattered race.
So much work.
Lost. Until now.
It's literally making me a latte.
Now they have awakened the Erebon. Now they have awakened me.
Is this ninjas vs robots?
But I am not their hope.
Peter says it's a Warframe with little
I
kids.
am their reckoning.
Corey Walsh is like, every game is like Warframe, but...
It's like Warframe, but you know, not.
It's like
but
Warframe,
everything's different.
but a 2D side-scrolling
adventure. RPG adventure
not
game.
Drag me into their light.
What was it?
Because their
Erebon?
light
Yeah.
is a lie.
Yeah, that is like Warframe. Not gonna lie. Corey Wallace says Starfall is going to be released in 10 years, a la Duke Nukem Forever, Alan Wake, and Half-Life 3. No, Starfall's coming out. They've already said it's in the final stages at this point.
I speak now
Also, Bethesda's
to
pretty
those
good.
who heed a darker call. Those bold enough to cross the line of sin for deeper
No Activision games announced so far.
follow an
They had things with Blizzard.
unquenchable yearning,
That's true.
born of
But no Activision
blood
games.
and bone.
True. Maybe it's...
Too
I
early.
mean, the deal hasn't actually gone through,
Forbidden
right?
secrets and
Microsoft doesn't
boundless
actually
black
Own it yet.
rituals, calling forth life from death.
All right, zombie games. But you make the zombies. And then you kill them.
To truly embrace this power, you must take it into the world.
Okay, I've just decided. I want, like,
You will be shunned,
a sim strategy
scorned,
game where you go to fantasy towns that are plagued by zombie
marked
outbreaks,
as a
kill all the
living
zombies.
sacrifice.
The twist is that
This
you also
profane
make
knowledge.
zombies. So you need to go to the town, make a bunch of zombies, get the town frayed, then show up to kill them all.
You will be a priest of Rathma, a necromancer.
It sounds like what this is.
And you will not confront the darkness alone. We are the speakers of the dead. And the dead have no mercy.
This looking pretty cool.
I feel like this is a Warhammer thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're getting into the meat of the show. Did we know about Diablo 4? Bitter says that's basically the plot of the Claymore anime.
I'm very excited to announce our fifth and final class.
I like that.
The Necromancer.
Also,
a commander
I
of
did
the
not know that
undead
about
who joins the other iconic classes
intrigued
around
by
the
that.
campfire in Diablo 4. These include the mighty barbarian, the elemental sorceress, the crafty rogue, and the powerful druid. And you'll want them because the demon Lilith, the daughter of hatred, has returned and spreading corruption and evil as she
I
fights
want
to
that to
reclaim
be
our
my
dark
name.
gothic world as her own.
The Daughter of
And
Hatred.
it's up to you to stop her.
Now, Diablo 4 is the culmination of the 25-year history of the franchise, building on top of the best of what's come before with some, unique twists all its own. So let's dig a little deeper by watching
like the Diablo
for the
mobile
first
game
time,
that
I might
everybody
add,
hates.
some Xbox Series X gameplay.
That's an interesting twist.
From a few of the
The
many
one
people
that they told you
behind
from the
game.
moment that it was released that they were like, yeah, this is a bad idea. And they're like, everybody hates it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 is the next generation of
I've
action
heard
RPG,
terrible things.
melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open world.
It is apparently now.
faint of heart.
What was I
It's
reading?
gory
That
and
of the worst rated
unnerving.
games ever on
It's creepy.
Metacritic,
Diablo 4 is all about player choice.
Blizzard has like
It takes all of the pillars of the
4
Diablo game and
of
just expands
7.
them with all the
Oh,
new features that people really love
Yeah.
and appreciate in modern games.
like 4 of the top, or maybe it was 4 of the top
Whoever you
6.
see yourself being, you can create
Makes
worst
sense.
rated
I
games
remember
ever.
that
It's important to include
Warcraft
robust
3
character
remake was
customization because then I
terrible.
can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Yep.
The worst thing about it is
It allows you to switch around your playstyle as well.
I've heard it's actually a really, really great playing game. Like it feels good to play
feels
on a
very
touch
powerful
screen.
and fun.
It's really great to play on a what?
On a touch screen. Like it's a really super well-made, polished Diablo game on the phone, but then you just hit this paywall that is
Mhm.
that you have to follow.
Impossible.
Got almost
Yeah.
150 dungeons in the game.
Somebody figured out that in order to completely trick out your character in the Diablo game,
Enemy territory.
it will cost you upwards of, well, not upwards. It could cost more than $100,000 or $110,000.
Yeah.
Some guy spent something like $6,000 and never even got a single, what was it, a legendary crystal, legendary gem.
Yeah,
He
I
spent
saw that.
$6,000.
That is flat out gambling, then.
That is flat out gambling.
To spend that much money with only the chance of something and lose it all,
Right.
You've gone full casino.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had that kind of disposable money to see how much I would somebody actually spend that much to actually just rank up
I
their...
mean, he's a streamer,
These are events that take a lot of
so
people and you really have
it
to
makes
work
sense,
together.
and I do feel like it's actually valuable to have a streamer that gets a bunch of money from subscriptions, drop these huge amounts on these games just to kind of see, like,
right,
an actual experiment of what you get from this money.
Right.
Makes Diablo
Like, I do
more
think
of
there's
a
something
social
valuable in
experience.
that, to be like, you can spend all this money and get nothing. Like, to actually see that firsthand.
to see somebody actually doing it, because it's all in theory.
Yeah.
Until somebody actually does it, and you go, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
The downside is that
We've created
Blizzard made $6,000 on that
Yes.
experiment.
If you go there,
I mean, but hopefully that deters people from spending
Right.
another.
But
you're also
It's-
opening
it
yourself up to being
Lost
swung
Blizzard more than it made them.
Bitter says this is top-down Warframe in a fantasy setting.
That's Diablo? Yeah. Bitter says, I'm already the Houndra Queen. Yeah, but I mean, like being the idea of being the daughter of hatred just has a nice punch to it.
Is really the beginning.
All right, I gotta go get my latte, and I will show it to you because it's gonna be gorgeous. My iced latte. Be right back.
With things to do that allow you to get more and more powerful.
Whether it's new items or new dungeons or new Paragon boards, every single time you come back to play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to experience.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
I'm really excited for folks to get their hands on Diablo 4.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different
Unfortunately, the
options.
color gradient didn't come out very well, but you can see there's a color gradient on it.
A little bit.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that thing. It's gorgeous.
And we are so
Nice head of phone.
Who doesn't want that?
I wonder if working on Diablo 4, which is like literally the only game Blizzard is making at the moment that people seem excited for, I wonder if that's very stressful or very relieving.
I don't know. hard to. I'm not a huge Diablo player.
We brought updates that were free to those who sail the sea. Though there's always more potential within.
Is this the sailing game that I hated? I can't remember what it's called. It's not Skull and Bones.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Sing about. Now that you can finally be a captain, can you imagine owning your own ship, decorated with what you acquire? Then
I'm
to
okay with this trailer.
satisfy your vanity, as long as there's no profanity, you can name it just how you desire. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. There's boatloads of new features we proclaim. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. That's why we really think that you should play this game.
And it's available with Xbox Game Pass, of course.
Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. Adventure will come knocking on your door. Oh, to set sail as a pirate captain. And you'll be amazed at what we have in store. The choice is yours, whatever captain you may be. Whether that's cold looting, no-scope shooting, rowboat racing, or embracing, everybody's welcome in this game.
Well, maybe.
So come set sail as a pirate captain. Our time is almost up, so as we leave, if you want to be a pirate captain,
Bitters in the chat.
come do it in season 7 of Sea of Thieves.
Season 7?
Yeah.
That's been out a while.
If you can beat people to gold death with gold bags of gold, I'm in. I think you can. Yeah, it's not a very inviting game. It's full of really foul-mouthed children, is what it is. Who just won't let you play. Like, if you're beginning, they'll just be like, "Oh, newbie, let's go kill him."
Yeah, let's sink your ship, and then when you come back, sink it again.
Yep. We're just gonna grief you, because, you know, we're kids. We're foul-mouthed children. Mommy's not watching. So no sequels so far that I'm interested in. It's all been new titles.
I guess, yeah, there haven't actually been many sequels announced.
There's been quite a few sequels announced. My hair. There's been quite a few sequels announced. But nothing that I'd be interested in. Bitter says, I'm a 45-year-old foul-mouthed child. Hey, if we want to make the Sail the Great Ship game Houndia, I'm all in to put us all together so we can all suffer through that game, because it's a lot of suffering. Ravenlock, not that interested. But I got to give credit for them for that song. That song is probably the best thing about Sea of Thieves, in my opinion.
That song is pretty good. I would.
Must have been fun to sing. Must have been fun for those artists to sing it. Bitters likes this. He's down. All right.
Okay, I'm interested.
What is this?
Somerville.
Oh, right.
I think it's from one of the people from Inside and Limbo. Oh no, Planet of Luna. That's what this is, I think.
Oh, this reminds me of that game that you played and was obsessed with for a while, where you had to carry things in order to open doors. You had to, like, fight to get stuff in order to open doors and to the next level. Sorry, I can't remember what it was.
Hades?
It wasn't Hades, no. I can't remember. Maybe the banner's still there.
Cocoon. Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oop. That looks like a Nick game.
It is. What was this one that you grab things?
You were playing it for a really long time. And then you decided you loved it, you loved it, you loved it, then you decided you hated it.
Death's Door?
Yeah.
I found you. Bearer of the eternal elixir field.
Not Street Fighter, is it?
No way.
It's not Street Fighter, but it would be. What's the other button masher? Having the brain part.
Tekken?
Tekken.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Sure. Corey in the chat, Tsushima's Revenge.
That's what I first thought when I saw it was, oh, it's Tsushima. Oh, no, it's not. And he said, that game is not for me. I hate find the puzzle solution to progress games.
Japan is the home to some of the most talented and well-known game creators anywhere in the world. We're thrilled to be working with Koei Tecmo to bring Wolong Fallen
Have they worked with
Dynasty
Koei
to Game
Tecmo
Pass
before?
day
Is this the
one.
first time?
I'm also excited to be working with
Maybe?
Team Ninja, who has a long history of building incredible
Team Ninja,
action games
okay.
for Xbox, and it's great to be working with them
Do they
once
really
again.
now? Because I remember the last Team
We
Ninja
know
game
how
for
important
Xbox
it is
got
to our
canceled.
fans to continue to bring more Japanese
I almost
franchises
shot coffee
to
out my
Xbox.
nose. Yeah.
I'm excited to announce the return of one of the most
Bitter
highly
says, "I'm getting it."
requested and beloved franchises
Chinese
to
sword
Xbox
guy is my
from our
jam.
partners at Atlas.
Okay, Atlas, one of the most requested things. Oh, Persona?
Yep.
Wait, I thought Persona was on Xbox.
It is on Xbox. No, maybe not. I love the music in that.
Oh, this is an old Persona. Persona 3. Oh. I guess this is all of them.
Yeah.
I guess they weren't on Xbox.
Three, 4. That's 5. Such great music. Yeah, if you haven't played a Persona game, settle in. They're long, but they're so worth it.
On Game Pass. That's cool.
Persona 5 coming out in October. No. Yeah, October.
The only problem is I already have Persona 5. I just don't have the time to play it.
Yeah, it's like
Now,
buying into
I'm
a
excited to
Korean
announce
drama.
a
It's like
special partnership
it's a commitment,
between
but it is
Xbox
worth
Game
it.
Studios
I already
and one
started.
of the greatest creative
this
minds
game,
and
we'll talk about it
innovators in
later.
our
I
industry.
started a new game.
Someone
Waved
that
it off
I have admired
more than I can
for
chew.
many years.
I know it's a long
Today, I'm pleased to share we will be working together to create a brand new experience like we've never seen before.
Okay, here's Todd.
No! こんにちは。小島秀夫です。
Oh.
ずっと作りたかったゲームがあります。それは誰も体験したことも見たこともない全く新しいものです。それが作れる日が来る
We're
のを
not
ずっと待っ
worthy.
ておりました。
Kojima-san.
マイクロソフトの最先端クラウドテクノロジーと、市場の変化によって その未知なる構想への挑戦がようやく可能となりました
He's looking old. Don't die.
I know.
Don't ever
時
die,
間はかかるか
Kojima.
もしれませんが、
he's still young.
これから、
know, he
Xbox
just looks
ゲームスタジオと提携し、皆さんに喜んでいただける
I remember there were
ニュースを
rumors
お届け
of
していきたいと
Margaret
思います。
Qualley, who was in Death
ご期待ください。
Stranding. Like, she was seen
Thank you,
doing
Kojima-san.
more
We're
motion capture
thrilled
stuff.
to have Kojima Productions working with our teams at Xbox Game Studios. Today, for the first time ever, we have focused on showing you games that you can
They
play
didn't say
over
what
the
the
next
game
12
was.
months.
They just said we're working with
Today's
Kojima.
show celebrates a diverse lineup of global game creators of all
We
sizes
knew that
What
already.
who bring with them unlimited
Oh my
potential.
god.
Games from these creators
They
will be
didn't
coming to
even
Game
say what the
Pass
game was. They're like
every
saying this is the
single
game
month,
I've always wanted to
including
make.
Rock of
I'm
Blade
super excited
As
about it.
Dusk Falls, A Plague
See you in
Tale
2
Requiem,
years.
Pentiment, Persona
you,
5
Fritz.
Royale, Somerville, and Scorn, just to name a few.
Oh, did I miss the
And we
Somerville?
start 2023 with the launches of
guess.
some of the most
I
anticipated
didn't see it.
titles
Must have
from the
been early.
teams at Xbox and Bethesda.
Must have been always
Redfall,
getting teased.
Minecraft Legends, Starfield, Forza Motorsport, and more. This has been an incredible year as we achieved record growth across console and Game Pass, with millions of people playing our games every single day. And we have
Please
you
say
to
fuck
thank for
Konami in
that.
English.
Whether that's new players joining us through Xbox
It'll
Cloud
be that
Gaming,
Norman Reedus
or our
game that was
longest
scrapped.
fans
Yeah.
playing on Xbox and PC.
I thought
We
he was
could not
working
have done
on
this
Death Stranding
without
2.
you.
There were rumors.
A year
Well,
ago,
Norman Reedus
we
leaked it.
welcomed the talented
No, Norman Reedus
studios
just said, like,
at
we're working
Bethesda
on the next
Softworks to Xbox.
But the
Their
next one could
teams
just
have
be
been hard at
another
work,
game.
bringing their franchises to Game Pass,
Which I think he is.
shipping updates to their games, and building new experiences for you to enjoy. We know that everyone has been eager to see Starfield. Our show
Yeah.
today has highlighted
Oh,
it.
And
that's
we're
right.
going to put it off
So
just a
it's
little
only
bit
fitting
longer
that
so
we
that you're
end it
screaming at the
with an
TV.
extended first look at one of the most anticipated games in Xbox
Well,
history.
I don't know if I
Next
call
This
anticipated. I'd
is
be
Starfield.
called be interested. We're all interested to see if this is going to be good or if it's going to be Bethesda
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, it's the first like single player RPG Bethesda's made since Skyrim.
I'm putting nothing past Bethesda these days.
I guess Fallout 4. Not Skyrim.
Maintaining exit vector course. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. We're looking good. Allocating auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Grav jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was it.
Is it?
It's hard to express how excited all of us at Bethesda are to be here with you today.
Really?
We're
No,
so grateful
he's gotta be
you're spending the
introducing
time,
this.
and we know you've waited a long time to finally see Starfield. It's easily our most ambitious game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space.
You mean
So
like
let's jump
Fallout
right in.
76?
This is early in the
Todd?
game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
God, Howard. Yeah, read that Kotaku article. It's it does not paint Mr. Howard in the best light.
I'm digging a look at this. This has got like real Prometheus esque sci-fi style to it.
I'm really liking the John Williams soundtrack. John Williams-esque soundtrack. Feels very Star Warsian.
It does.
It's kind of funny how John Williams affected
According to the scanners,
the world so that this
abandoned
sounds
research
like
facility
space.
is in
The
this
soundtrack.
direction.
Yeah, it's true. Time to find the space soundtrack.
Do you get to use a pips?
I've spent enough time playing No Man's Sky. All I want to do is see him scan those animals.
Exactly. It's like Fallout means Not Man's Sky.
Scan the animals, scan the rocks, scan those plants. What are you doing not scanning things?
There you go. There's the scan. And mining. All right.
Okay.
So it's.
Did they really just make?
They made Warframe. There you go. It looks like Warframe.
First-person Warframe.
It looks like Elder Scrolls 6 Starfall. Yeah.
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
They're really going to have to show something more interesting than just this.
Yeah, I think they're building to it.
Hey, there you are. We've got company. Opening fire.
Only 5 XP.
This is the intro.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, they're just very low-level enemies.
Well, they are. They're level 2, but still.
I don't know. I like a game that starts with low XP, right?
Slow rolls you through the XP, yeah.
Yeah. We don't need none of this XP inflation. Okay, that's a little clever hacking minigame.
You're gonna pay for that.
After some initial encounters, you're invited to join Constellation, who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
Bitter says, this is nothing like Warframe. You guys are delusional. And Corey says, well, it's not Elder Scrolls, but at least we get 200 XP a kill. Yeah. Bitter says, got scanning though, and the guns and the enemies are like Warframe. The sound effects taken straight from Warframe. The physics are a copy-paste from Warframe. And the third-person camera is straight Warframe.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay, I want to see more RPG stuff. Right now, it just kind of looked like generic space shooter.
Yeah.
What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. As to what they are, what they're building, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
They have the classic Skyrim Fallout character stare straight into the camera.
Yeah, slightly off-center.
The artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions?
The artifact you found appears to be one of many, scattered across the galaxy. If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course.
I gotta say that
settled systems is full
the
of
character
groups with
animations look
other
amazing.
priorities.
Yes, definitely a step up from past games, for sure.
The fleet doesn't follow.
Is this being made on Unreal?
Agreed to work for UCC staff. Together,
Or they're in-house?
we take down these
I don't know.
pirates.
Because I know they have an in-house engine, and that's kind of was the problem with Anthem.
We protect the people of the Free Star Collective. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous. But we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
Are you seeing any?
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story
I'm
you create
intrigued.
by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation.
Okay. I really like the idea of
It's our most flexible yet. You can
traveling the
customize
universe,
all the
collecting
elements
ancient
of how you look.
artifacts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the character animations
You'll
look
pick
amazing.
a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages.
This is very Mass Effect.
But it's not just in how you can look.
Oh, this
in
is
how
this
your
is
character
Fallout.
plays
Like that
and
whole
develops.
menu is totally Fallout.
True.
The skill system combines
not
the
bad.
best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems, from running research projects with resources you find, to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
Vice says, I trust Todd almost as much as I trust Blizzard, to be honest, yeah. Blizzard Bitter says, the faces look less shit.
And you can build your own outposts. These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can choose where and how
A
to build
generic
each
space
one,
shooter blessed
and
by
you can
God
hire
Howard.
characters you meet to keep it up and running.
Yeah, this is
But
looking very Warframe,
that's not
not
all.
gonna lie.
No,
But
this is
Warframe
not
has something
Even build
uniquely different.
Your own
This is not
spaceships.
Warframe.
Yeah, but that's true.
This
This
looks
seems to
considerably
be
better
has
than
a little
Warframe.
bit more like you have more of an ability to create your own.
No, this is absolutely
You can choose
Bethesda
crew
making
members.
No Man's Sky.
That's true. It is Bethesda making
And
No Man's
yes,
Sky.
you can
All right,
completely customize
I'm good with that.
the look and layout.
This is
Different
very
modules, ship
Warframey.
manufacturers, and more.
No,
I have to
Warframe
say,
never
it's
had this
so
level
cool.
of
We
shift
just absolutely
customization.
love this.
Maybe not that level.
It's not just how the ship looks,
didn't have
it's how it
any ship
performs.
customization.
From
At least not
engines
that
to
I got to
shields to
see.
weapon systems. Because yes, you can fly it.
I like the idea of making
In-flight simulator! No, I wish. Wouldn't that be great? You can build your own spaceship and then put it in flight simulator.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I think the vehicle building is. more
Bitters says,
interesting.
"Oh hell yeah, base building. I'm in. Vehicle building, gotta have it." Bitters is I can tell starting to warm to this considerably.
I mean,
This is
so
the
am I.
Warframe I will play with you, Bitters. It's funny, you don't want to do Persona, but you're interested in this because this is less of a time sink.
I mean, it's not less. but
Every
it's
time
more-
we see that, we see like build out stuff. Every time you see build out your aircraft, rank up your skills. You know what I'm hearing?
What?
Microtransactions. Microtransaction, These are microtransaction opportunities that they will probably be taking.
I disagree.
Vice says, and it would be awesome if the engine maybe would not hang itself if I turn from left to right and place a mug.
Yeah, like the Skyrim engine struggled a bit.
Yeah.
I'm really
It
digging
graphically
what I'm
looks
seeing.
beautiful.
I'm
We can't
really
wait
digging it.
for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really
3-4
only the
years?
beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins.
There's going to be a journey,
And
Todd.
you
The
may be
question is, are
wondering
you going to look
just how big
forward
is
to
this
going
game?
down it?
So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet.
Bitter says, I'd buy the horse
all
armor.
the planets in the
Yep,
system.
he's got, it's...
From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore.
Oh.
We can't wait to see what you find.
I hear like QA testers dying right now. I hear the screams of many minions in building this.
In Bethesda HQ, there's a dungeon where they just put all the dead QA testers.
Yeah. And maybe that's a good thing that when I see this and I hear these promises, 5 years ago, it would have been like, oh, that sounds amazing. Now it's like, this sounds like families being torn apart.
I mean, to be fair, I am looking at this going, this looks really cool.
Vice says, I'm kind of deeply involved with the Elder Scrolls modding scene, specifically beyond Skyrim, and the guys more deeply into actually coding described the creation engine as a 200-year-old boat that has been patched up and revamped a dozen times, and for a new patch, they put on 2 new holes to open up. Yep.
Okay, next year.
Vitter says, I've balls. Woo! He says, ice balls. Yay! The other was a typo. Yes, I'm excited you have balls too. I'm slightly interested.
I'm really excited to play that because specifically it looks like a super polished version of No Man's Sky. Like everything about
No Man's Sky with a story, which is what I always wanted.
Yes. But like everything about that, from the resources to the flying to the fighting, all of it is like, oh, this is No Man's Sky, but that looks prettier. That has a story with quests, I imagine, and missions and characters and all that stuff. Like, I'm really into that. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the big wrap-up explosion. You already here, unless somebody says, "Oh, and one more thing, here's Elder Scrolls," which they're not going to do.
No. I was surprised there's no mention of Halo. Like no Halo Infinite.
No, the only thing that was Halo was
DLC.
being able to fly the Halo ships in Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
This is not horrible. Uh-oh, something just charged my credit card. Okay. Vice says 20 years ago I would have been excited as fuck about Diablo 4. Now I'm just cynical. Yeah, as well you should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Thoughts, Nick?
I saw a lot that I really liked.
Yeah,
and,
I saw more than I thought I would see. That I would be interested in. Most of them being, all of them being new titles. I saw nothing that was a sequel that made me go, "Oh, I'm so excited for that." Which is kind of sad, but at the same time also kind of exciting.
Yeah,
I really miss my friends, my game friends. Not like my people play games, but I miss like the games that I call friends.
It looks like Starfield would be worth the wait. I think it's interesting to, like, previously that game was just kind of myth of like, oh, Starfield, what is it? We don't know anything about it.
Mhm.
And it's interesting to finally bring it down into the real world and
Right.
be like, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. And to see that, like, honestly, a lot of it is not brand new. It's not like a radically new genre of game. It's not breaking any barriers. It's like I said, it's No Man's Sky, but it's doing a lot of those same things with a level of that looks to be a level of polish and attention to like story that I think would really set it apart.
Right. And if anything, man, it's so at this point it's call it the Anthem cynicism, is that as much as Todd was talking and as promising as that sounds, whenever he makes grandiose statements like that, it makes me excited but really suspicious.
Yeah, the question, we'll have to see like how it performs on consoles and PCs. Like that's
right.
That's the caveat to everything. But assuming that it plays well, it looks like it'll be a pretty amazing experience.
Yeah. It could be something highly addictive. I'm still thinking about what was the one with the this is why I should write this shit down, and I forgot to do it this year. The one with the comic book or the
As Dusk Falls.
As Dusk Falls. That looks also very interesting. And the one that looks like illuminated texts.
Oh yeah, Penitent. Penitent.
It wasn't Penitent. It was.
Yeah, Penitent.
Is it Penitent?
Yeah. Okay. IGN already has an article up of everything announced.
Oh, good. Bitter says that robot assassin game, the Victorian Warframe.
Yeah, the Victorian.
The Victorian War.
It's a
Vice says, I'm too much of a grumpy old man. I hardly get excited for any new game nowadays. Let's see where this goes and wait 4 weeks post-launch till reviews are in is kind of my peak excitement. Yeah, we have been burnt, especially in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Really burnt.
I actually felt that way about a lot of the stuff I saw on the Summer Games Fest. But a lot of the stuff I saw here was more, that actually looks really cool. I'm genuinely excited. Like less cynicism.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there were definitely a few that I'm going to be putting on a post-it note next to my computer of like, when this game comes out, go check it out. A lot of them being on Game Pass is the wait 4 weeks thing is not going to be an issue for the Game Passers, which is kind of nice that I will be able to jump into these right away. And like you said, they're perfect for Game Pass. That is a perfect medium for them. Mm-hmm. But Starfield, I'm cautious. I'm maybe not as excited as you, but I'm also a lot more cynical. I'm really a lot more cynical simply because of Bethesda's recent. If Starfall doesn't deliver, Bethesda's going to have a real fucking problem.
And I feel like Bethesda, like Fallout 76.
Yes, I'm with you, Vice.
Around.
You get me. You get me, Vice. This is exactly. I trust no one.
I think Bethesda is in a better place than BioWare. I think Bethesda, the problem is just that with Bethesda, they made their name on single-player RPGs, and they haven't made a single-player RPG in a very, very long time. So it kind of feels like they have to come in with something to prove.
Well,
but
admittedly,
they haven't like destroyed their reputation in the same way that like BioWare has.
No, that's true. But I don't. I'm with Vice. I don't trust anybody these days. I really, really don't. And I think for very good reason I don't trust.
And I'm not saying that I'm like I think God Howard is meant ironically. I'm not like out here going, "Oh, it's going to be the greatest game ever made." I feel like I'm coming into it with a healthy dose of optimism and skepticism. I'm excited to play it, but I'm not going to base my entire identity around it being the greatest game of all time. I just think what I saw looks really cool, and I'm going to choose to be cautiously optimistic about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to be optimistically pessimistic.
See,
hopefully, I'm going to be hopefully pessimistic. You're going to be cautiously optimistic.
I'm confused. There are some games that I am cautiously pessimistic about. Like literally anything from BioWare until I think they have more to prove to me. They and actually like to jump back some, the Callisto Protocol, that game that we saw at the Summer Games Fest that was made by the maker of Dead Space. I'm a bit more cautiously pessimistic about that just because it looked a lot like Dead Space, but without the limb cutting, which was kind of the coolest feature about that franchise. And it's like, oh, this is just kind of it's generic sci-fi shooter.
All right.
And granted, I like me some sci-fi horror, and I will totally play me some sci-fi horror. But I looked at that and went, oh, it looks like Dead Space, but a step backwards. But a lot of what I saw here looked like Starfield looks like No Man's Sky, but a step forwards, and that makes me excited to play.
Yeah, all right. I'll grant you that one. Vice and Bitters are kind of discussing in the chat room. And Bitters says the modders will fix Starfield if it's broken. And Vice says the modding community genuinely used to love Todd Howard.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Imagine how cool the mods could be for Starfield. Like that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. So characterizing it, because it's all about like characterizing all of these games with related to Starfield. I'm going to say Starfield is Skyrim in space.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But
I mean, that's
put that way, it doesn't bother me so much. When was the last time that Bethesda did a single player?
Fallout 4.
Yeah. Shit, how long ago was that?
That was 2015.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, and Vice says, I mean, I kind of want that's kind of what we want from them. It is sort of.
Yeah.
And Bitters is on board. He's like, complete bow down to Starfield. Believe.
Yeah. I really liked what I saw. Yeah.
And Vice says, and Fallout 4 in my book was a bit meh already. I really hope, I want them to nail this. Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 4 didn't have the same hit as Fallout 3.
I think I want them to nail this for a few reasons. One, I want it to be a great game that I want to play. Two, given the amount of hype that Starfield has had for as long as it has had, given that Todd Howard just made a ton of promises that are not promises he's going to fulfill. It's the promises of his coders, of his developers, of his artists, and of his QA testers. I hope for them that this happens, because after reading that article about Fallout 76, anybody that's still at that company, especially if they survived the Fallout 76 era, really needs a win. Because I know they're being crunched now. There is no doubt in my mind that those people are on full out life altering crunch. If this doesn't pan out for them, then it's not only going to be just heartbreaking on a spiritual and psychic level, that there's going to be now, given that Todd's mouth moved and made a bunch of promises, there's going to be, pun intended, fallout from them from the community. And generally speaking, that's not a good thing.
Oh, I mean,
community never rolls back and says, we love you. They only say we want to murder you and rape your babies.
Like, in theory, if Starfield is like a Cyberpunk 77 flop, that's not just like a black eye on Bethesda. That suddenly is a black eye on Microsoft. And Game Pass and like that entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, it really calls into question that $8 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I was wondering why my computer was running slow and being weird for the last few days. I've had my freaking CCTV at the office building up the whole time. So if my computer crashes because I'm exiting the client software, you will know. Come on. Just force quit it. I just happened to notice that was there.
But I will say, okay, I think one of the reasons I'm cautiously optimistic is that I have lived proof that sometimes the hype is worth it. Sometimes a game lives up to the hype, like with Elden Ring.
Right, but that was a long time ago that the hype lived up to it.
No, that was earlier this year.
Oh, Elden Ring. I'm thinking Elder Scrolls. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Elden Ring, look, sometimes a game is really hyped up. It comes out and it is genuinely great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
See, because you've had a win in the recent times. I haven't had that win because I was not interested in Elden Ring and still sort of not interested in Elden Ring. I'm still more interested because people are so freaking happy with it. But
honestly, just wait
it's not
for it
my
to go
kind
on
of game.
Wait for it to like go on sale for $30, and then if you want to pick it up, yeah. I'm not gonna be out here saying, "Yo, you have to play it. You have to play it." Like, if you're interested, wait for it to go on sale.
Oh, I'm on the wrong camera too. I've been on the wrong camera the whole time. That's why I look so crap. I'm like, why do I look like such crap right now? It's because my camera was in the freaking wrong. Here we go. Hey, look at that. Much better.
Wow, you do look a lot better. I look.
The difference between an onboard camera and an actual HD camera. Sorry about that, guys. That's why I say get a separate camera. Now you see the difference.
Yeah. I mean, I'm using the webcam, but because we kind of decided to do this quickly, I set it up in the living room instead of the office. So I've got like the window behind me that's just causing things to blow out a bit.
Right. Yeah.
Vice Ravana, you have to play it. Torches and pitchforks.
Yeah, but Elden Ring, Vice says. Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring has never really been my jam.
I did recently cross the 100-hour mark, and I feel like I still have so much to go.
You probably do.
That game continues to be really fucking good.
God's walk among human plebes. Bitter says you look great. Oh, thank you. Because this is like, just woke. Well, not he just woke up, but this is Edie unvarnished.
Oh,
Nick looks like a detective from Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, with that silhouette.
All right. Well, I still have to, have breakfast, and I'm 2 cups of coffee in, and the dogs, fortunately, are at least demi-walked this morning. But then I still gotta prepare for the show because we had what was the other event that happened in the last week? Was it PlayStation?
It was Summer Games Fest, and PlayStation did have a thing.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to prepare for the show.
Yeah. Quick preview: Summer Games Fest. Okay. Sony show. Meh.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not watch the Sony show. I should have. but I didn't.
I think the only thing that stood out from the Sony stuff was Final Fantasy 16.
They've been beating that dead horse for 16, 17 years.
Hey, the horse is still alive. You got to keep beating it.
It's
It
true.
just won't die.
It's not. They're not beating a dead horse. They're beating a horse that's living. And yes, but
Yeah.
If that's Sony's biggest, announcement.
No, it's.
But
the
then
biggest
again,
thing
Sony has not bought a bunch of studios.
Also, like Sony,
Did they? What did they? Did they just?
They bought a couple small guys.
Yeah, they haven't had huge moves like Microsoft.
But
So
that's-
there's less promise there in their
But that's also
acquisitions.
because they didn't need to, because their first party output is still strong. Like, Final Fantasy 16, I think, was the biggest thing they showed off, but then they didn't show God of War, and that's rumored to still be coming this year.
Really?
Yeah. So, like,
Why wouldn't? If it's coming this year, why wouldn't they?
because they want to show it off later. Because without E3 being
Yeah,
E3,
they
like
don't
without the
have to.
real E3, I feel like companies are defaulting to announcing things later and later, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing.
No,
Like,
it's not a bad thing because it gives them an opportunity to not commit their coders and designers and artists and QA testers to timelines that don't work for them.
Yeah.
It's good for the industry that everything is up, but at the same time, it's bad for us that we don't have one day where it's like, okay, let's plan our year. It's probably bad for retailers as well. Let's plan our year.
Probably worse for retails. I don't mind it. I've got things to play. I always have too many
You
things
always
to
have
play.
another 200 hours in Elden Ring.
That's yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm not lacking for entertainment.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you in 2 hours, 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, to do the wrap up of the rest of the story for the week. We'll probably touch on just a couple of things, but since we've already covered this here in depth, we don't need to go any further. Thank you for the well wishes for my breakfast. I have no idea what I'm probably going to eat. Probably more coffee because I don't exactly take care of myself these days.
Going to make a bagel sandwich.
Ooh, that sounds good. I think I could do that.
Bagels are good. You can never go wrong with bagel.
Yeah, I've got some in the freezer. Have a great rest of your afternoon. We will see you here at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern for the full GameHounds show. Thanks to Bitters, thanks to Vice, thanks to Corey for being here. We hope to see you then. Bye, everyone.